Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, the first card for 2022. Today I have a very cute card with these little snow people. I am using the components of the SimonSaysStamp January 2022 card kit. This kit is called the Warmest Wishes. It has some really adorable stamps and pattern papers. Do check out the kit unboxing video. I will leave a link to that in the description box below. Today, I will be using a fun embossing folder to add texture to our background and use these little snow people to add to our focal point. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos. Let's take a look at this beautiful embossing folder by SimonSaysStamp. This is a 3D embossing folder, and I will be using plain white 80-pound cardstock for my background panel. This folder is very thick and gives a detailed embossed texture on our cardstock. I used my Cricut Cuttlebug for the embossing. Since this is a thick folder, you might want to check the embossing plates that you would need for your die cut machine. I used the thick A plate and the thinner B plate to sandwich my embossing folder to create a beautiful embossed background using my Cricut Cuttlebug die cutting machine. Take a look at this beautiful dimensional textured background. Both the embossed as well as the debossed sides look amazing on this panel. Well, now that I have my embossed panel ready, I cut out a circle using some heavyweight pink cardstock. This will provide a base to our focal point. I will add this entire assembly onto a pink color pre-folded cardstock. Let's begin working on our focal point. I will first be creating a sentiment circle. For this, I am using the Season of Love sentiment from the Warmest Wishes stamp set. I also decided to add a smaller sentiment. I will be using the small snowy greeting sentiments below our big sentiment. For both these sentiments, I used VersMark Ink and heat embossed the sentiments using pearl embossing powder in this beautiful eggplant shade. This sentiment circle will directly go onto our embossed background panel. Before I adhere the sentiment circle onto the background panel, I thought this circle needed some pop of color. So, I will be using two shades of distress inks, the picked raspberry and festive berries, to add color to the sentiment circle. I am using regular ink blending brushes to blend both the inks. Once I was satisfied with the ink blending, I used a strong double-sided adhesive to adhere the sentiment circle onto the embossed background panel. Now, for our little snow people, to save time, what I did was, I stamped all the snow people and the trees on a white cardstock and colored all of them during the weekend. I fussy cut out all these little images and stored them in these Ziploc bags. I can use all these images for my future cards. This actually makes my card making much more faster. And coloring all of them at once was kind of therapeutic too. The SimonSaysStamp website has links for coordinating dies. The dies are not part of the kit but can be bought separately. I will leave a link to that in the description box below. I selected 3 snow people to add onto my background. I used foam tape to stick these onto the card panel for some dimension. Once the snowmen were in place, I decided to add a little bit of shadow using the lightest shade of grey under them. Well, I'm not going in any specific order to add this shadow. I was just trying to follow the light from my table lamp. With this, our card front is ready. I used strong double-sided tape to adhere this background panel onto the pre-folded cardstock. I love how this focal point turned out. The snowmen look so cute in the center of our card. Well, let's add some extra sparkle to our card. I'm using the Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen to add shine to our little snow people. I'm adding shine to their little caps and scarves. Next, I'm using Bubble Blush Nuvo drops to add little drops on the sentiment circle. I like the little dots on the circle. Not only it adds a finishing touch to our card, but also looks like little snowflakes on the background. Here's a look at the finished card. I love how fresh and pink this card is. The season of love sentiment also makes it a beautiful Valentine's Day card, a Wintery Valentine's Day card. Here are a couple of pictures of the card that we created today. I hope you had fun watching today's video and got inspired. Tag me on my Instagram at rp_shutterbug with fun pictures of your projects. Also, mention in the comments your thoughts about today's video and some card ideas and techniques that you would like to see in the future video. I will leave a link down in the description box below for all the supplies that I used in today's video. Thanks again for joining me today. I would love for you to become a subscriber to my channel, and if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple of other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe.